Shall we talk about what we're here to accomplish this evening?
Oh, the princess is going down. Princess is getting slayed.
All right.
Slay a thing.
Let us talk about what we are here to accomplish.
Do we want to drop the content warnings or
I
weapon
will
it?
be, but first, I'm going to put the game on the screen. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is that we turned off the animation. So, Black Tabby Games has been very good about feedback from people who played the demo so far. And they've noticed that it is very CPU intensive, even for reasonably high-end machines. So they released a patch where they turned off the jittering constant animation, and so we have done the same to try and save a lot of the lag issues we've encountered a couple of previous times. All right. Good night to Four Rats. We will see you later.
Night, Four Rats.
Have a good one. We will see you in Valhalla.
And on Saturday.
And on Saturday. Where we're doing secrets, not so secret.
Which we've told you in some detail at this point.
Yes, we're doing recording thingies.
Can't tell you it's classified. But it is very cool.
But it is very cool.
I could tell you.
I could tell you.
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
Yes, you would. You would tell them. I love you very much. But this game, let me give you the details on the game. It is Slay the Princess. This is a demo. So this is a limited amount of play. Like I said, we've played it several times through now. We've got, I think, 4 or 5 of the 7 endings. There's 2 more that we are going to attempt to locate this evening. This game has some very, very, very burly content warnings.
Oh, yeah.
It contains flashing images, and headline content warnings are common phobias, death and dying, horror themes, mental health and trauma, sound effects, and violence. You can find a complete list of content warnings at that link. Please note, however, that the full content warnings may contain spoilers. In addition, we have started creating a dramatis personae of the characters?
Let's say characters.
Let's call them characters.
Characters.
That we have encountered in our various playthroughs. This may also contain spoilers, but it's also a pretty good memory jog if you want to refresh yourself about who the heck are all these various people. And with that said, I'm going to turn on the game music.
Let's prepare for horror.
We're going to put in our headphones. Grab your squishy animals, because several of the previous playthroughs have been quite visceral and very spooky.
There was that time she kicked our face off,
basically.
basically.
There was that time she did, in fact, kick us in the face. You might want to scooch up a little bit more here, so the people can see
totally going to hide behind you.
Well, the people want to see your lovely visage.
Visage.
Your visage, right? As someone who hasn't watched any of your previous playthroughs, I don't need to know anything.
I am going to hazard a guess that you're going to pick up everything you need to know.
Quite quickly.
Pretty quickly.
Okay, chat. So let's talk about the wiggle protocol, right? So when we play games, what we do is we ask people in the chat not to provide instructions, directions, or spoilers, because we like having a spoil-free experience, and many of the chat enjoys watching us have a spoil-free experience. So if you know what's coming in the game, what we ask you to do is we ask you to wiggle. Everyone in the chat has lots of experience with sending a wiggle to the chat. So that's the kind of, I know something you don't know, or you are looking forward to us about to experience something that you know that we don't. But we ask that you don't do any spoilers. And yes, we are in the process of creating a wiggle emoji, because that kind of makes sense. So the short version to that answer to that question was, you don't need to know anything in advance. You may be about to receive a couple of very insightful and wonderful surprises that will quickly go south. And I hope you enjoy them. So we are going to start straight from the beginning and see if we can get... All right, let me see if I have these open. So the endings we have achieved so far are called Fury, Stranger, Beast, and Damsel. The 2 that we are attempting to find this evening... Oh, there's a third. There's a new accomplishment here called Good Ending. You did it. You saved everyone. I have a feeling that maybe tongue-in-cheek. The other 2 endings that we are looking for are called Nightmare and Spectre. So those are the 2 that we're going to keep our eyes peeled for. And, of course, we have our objective. And our objective is to with that in
Good
mind...
lead in. Like that, especially the way you time that with the music.
well, I do have a little biscuit. With that in mind, here we
They
go.
already have a TV tropes page.
Really? Slay the Princess has a TV tropes page?
Yes.
That's wonderful. You'll have to send that to Doug. Alright, here we go. We're going to start. Game music is on. Is everybody able to hear it? I can probably move the mic a little closer now that you are. No, wait.
That's
there.
just...
How about that? Is that better?
Okay.
Alrighty. If you want the game music turned up a little bit, let us know. But I've got it down to not quite overpowering volume. I'm going to crank it up just a bit. So you can hear the lovely tones of the individual we're about to speak to. Here we go. It is very loud.
Just seeing a review that has described this as the Stanley Parable with horror.
The Stanley Parable does have horror.
Yeah, it's just existential, office-based horror.
Okay, so this is the Stanley Parable with not so existential
Yes.
horror. All right, let us know if we need any sound adjustments, folks. Here we go. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods,
Hey, Johnny.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
As you can see, we've turned off the static animation to try and help it.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Everybody clear on the premise? All right.
So it's the exact same engine as Scarlet Hollow.
Right.
Have we done Sweet I've Always Wanted to Offer Monarch Vida the La Revolution yet?
So let's talk about these what are called explore options. Explore options are chances to engage in dialogue and ask questions, but don't involve making a choice. Any of the options that don't have explore in the front represent choices. Okay. I'm kind of into this whole... We talked once about doing a playthrough where we just didn't say anything.
It shouldn't take terribly long.
Right?
Let's
give it a try.
do it.
So let's just not engage with the narrator. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see if we don't even talk to the narrator. We just walk forward.
By the way, those of you who haven't seen it, the first playthrough for this is great because it is the lawyer playthrough.
Hi. Can you tell I'm excited about it? Time to stab. Yes. We're going to walk towards the cabin and attempt to accomplish our objective. And let's see what's happened. We're not going to say a word.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Mm-hmm.
She will lie.
Oh, yeah,
will
we'll call
cheat,
this the
and
Geralt
she will do
playthrough.
everything
No
in her
talking.
power to stop you from
Just the
slaying her.
occasional grunt.
Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
So The Hero and the Princess is the title of this chapter. Did it
Yeah.
have a chapter title previously?
I think so.
I can't remember.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm not talking to either. See, now we don't have any dialogue options here,
That
which is
hasn't
quite
happened
interesting.
before.
And that's probably because we didn't do any investigation previously. So we're gonna just keep being Geralt with a silver sword here.
Never talk to me or my daughter again.
Yes, never talk to me or my princess again.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
How are we doing on lag, chat?
Looks to be doing just fine. I'm not.
Because this
seeing-
is normally where it hits.
This is normally where the leg starts to hit, but here I go.
Oh, here I
killing.
go, killing again.
It's interesting that take the blade as an explore option.
I don't think it was before.
That's very no leg. Excellent. I'm glad that worked. Okay. So if we're not going to take any explore options, we're just going to go in the basement with nothing, aren't we?
Or are we taking the blade?
We are legless. Well, we didn't do any of the previous explorers. Shall we just go in and see what happens if
What the
we
hell?
don't say
What
anything?
the hell? What the hell?
Let's go. Let's see. We're just gonna go in and say nothing.
Kill her.
I don't know how.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
We're not gonna say anything, and we're not gonna do any explorer options. Let's see what happens.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I know, Rebecca, right? I'm just desperate.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I argued very vociferously with the narrator last time. I like that continue down the stairs,
too.
no talking.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Yeah, mute, run, exactly. We're not gonna talk, we're not gonna explore, we're just gonna see. I know that there's some accomplishment for like having a staring contest. I'm kind of hoping we might be able to do that this way.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Okay, we need to have a lengthy discussion about your morality of appearance and behavior. Okay.
My guess is if we're going to get the staring contest, we get it here.
Yeah,
I
me
am
too.
begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'm very curious to see what our options are going to be now. Oh, either I have to examine the chains, or I have to hold on. Let's talk about it first. That's annoying. Okay, so that's as far as we get on the being quiet front. It doesn't give us an option to be quiet any further. So, no, if we're not going to do any exploration, I guess we have to talk now.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently we can only annoy the narrator. Exactly. Okay. I can get her out of here. I can't believe they've been keeping you down like this. I'm getting you out of here.
Retrieve the blade.
Go back upstairs without saying another word. That's the closest we have. I think people want us to get the blade and get the stabbing.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Oh, she's not happy with us.
I'm not sure.
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh, we've annoyed her.
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Okay, she really hates it when you turn your back on her or when you change your mind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Now that's really interesting, because in previous times when we've tried to turn around and leave, it wouldn't let us.
Yeah.
It shut the door on us.
Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
So once the princess once her voice goes red, he's on side. That's interesting.
I don't think
That's
we've had
a
that
change.
before either.
Yeah, Brandon Boone, sound design. Very well done, isn't it?
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Quiet is not good. I believe the soundtrack for the demo is now available.
We have it.
She's no.
Where the princess
Oh!
a moment ago,
Oh!
there's only a severed arm. Princess is nowhere to be seen.
We haven't had this before, right?
So this is bad. Yeah. I'm with you, Ducky. Nope. A quick reminder of the content warnings. I think we're about to be attacked. Why is this corner so dark now as well? We're gonna get pounced on.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
What?
How? How did it get bigger? Okay, so I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can wrong foot? Do you think
We
can start
both
over?
know neither of those are going to.
She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down here and letting her bleed out. I think that's gonna work. I kind of think. I'm guessing the chat is in the finish it mode. So shall we give it a finish it?
Let's finish it.
Let's
Your
finish
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
it. Look up! Look up! She's gonna jump on us from above! Stitch! You didn't get off on the wrong foot. So you just...
Where is she?
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Does the arm have a note attached to it? Because the arm kind of looks like it has.
Kind of
a
looks
note
like it has a
attached.
notion. So, do we close the door with her, and so she's in here with us, or do we investigate the arm? I'm guessing she's on the ceiling with the spider as well. I'm destroying my chewable necklace with the force of my anxiety. Okay, do we want to close the door, folks, or do we want to just go and investigate the worm? Go investigate the bait that she's left for us?
Wait. This is literally one of the only times in my life I'll be able to use the best line from the Cloverfield paradox. What are you doing, arm?
Seriously,
Absolutely.
we're gonna go investigate.
Okay.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs.
She ran. She ran out behind us. Finally move out of my what have I walked in on? Hi, Kiwi! We're trying
Hey,
and
Kiwi.
failing to stab the princess. She just made a breakthrough.
Gonna be safe.
Yeah,
Gonna
we're
have
all
a
gonna
real
have a good time.
What the Jesus Christ
You
was
turn
that?
to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead. She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place.
So she's locked us down here with her severed hand.
Which I'm guessing is about to stop moving.
Oh gosh, I hope so. I hope not.
No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
Trust is a real big deal for her.
It
Every
is.
time you do something that implies or betrays her trust, pisses her off real fast.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck here, alone.
I mean, we're alive
For now.
right now. We're alive
Can't
right
just end like this, right?
Oh, Bobby, I'm sorry.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Over how?
You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Alright, we've unlocked an achievement called Princess Souls. And that is die at least 6 times throughout all the playthroughs. Well, we've definitely accomplished that. Okay. But that was not one of the endings we were looking for.
It feels like we were one step off something else.
Here we are.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Interesting.
is a princess.
What?
That it defaulted to the beast. We have, Rebecca.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, don't you worry. Yeah, I get it. Silently proceed to the cabin. Screw this, I'm getting the hell out of here. Interesting, yeah. It picked the beast ending. I want to lie.
Okay.
I know, I'm very much in the I want to map out the tree as well. So, well, do we want to stay silent again? And as far through as we can, and then just take the knife?
That seems to be a good
All
logical progression.
Let's do the silent procession, grab the knife, go downstairs.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie.
He's right, you know.
Oh.
She's a clever one, and determined too. Keep your eyes open and your senses sharp, because we're not going to let her get the best of us again.
Voice of the Obsessed. Did we have the Obsessed before? Let's see. Voice of the Obsessed. The Johnny we get from saying we'll free and then betraying and slaying the princess. Oh. I think we're adding. I think Jenny may be adding that live. So this is a new voice. We haven't had
Dude,
the Obsessed
seriously?
before. No. Woo. So other voices that we've had previously, according to the Dramatis Personae, we have the princess, we have the narrator, and the voice of the hero. We all start with. We've had voice of the meek, voice of the contrarian, voice of the broken, and voice of the doubting.
And apparently,
We've
had the obsessed.
Just adding the new variable. Saying we'll free her and then betraying and slaying the princess. Or also from her getting out after we went for the knife. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Which kind of leads me to believe that we're not going to get either of the new endings. Let's see what
Ignore
happens.
him. She's just a princess. Don't overestimate her. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls.
Okay.
The only item of furniture is a plain, termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I agree, Zalia. Why would he say don't overestimate her? That's weird. And this description appears new as well.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to
ahead.
do this right.
I am increasingly convinced we are the point.
And that this cabin represents the princess's current mental state?
And the cycle, the go, negotiate, kill, die, go, negotiate, kill, die, live, die, repeat, if you will, is an engine for something diabolical. I think this is a game about a game loop.
I think we are the agent of the baddie rather than the baddie itself, because there are certain things we can't over-argue with the narrator about. We'll do one of those playthroughs next time we die as well.
Yes, do it. Take the blade and make her pay for what she's done.
Yeah, the perspective is very wonky.
So, take the blade, head on down.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah.
I never mean this unfairly to Johnny, but anytime this character comes out with stuff like that, I turn into a 10-year-old.
Right? Right? The narrator seems to reset every time, but we know from previous playthroughs that she has some persistent memory.
Because she's going to be pissed.
The door to the basement creeps open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to step over a few holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're stepping down into a jungle.
Yeah.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't know if she ended it last time or if she's destined to end it. I can't remember.
She growls up the stairs.
This is not a good start.
I can smell you.
It isn't hypnotizing anymore. It's almost feral. Don't let her intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
She's gonna be cat girl.
As you descend
Yep.
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Do not want to be smelled, thanks.
She has both her arms again. And she's different, isn't she?
Yes.
The beast is showing us what she really is.
That's interesting.
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend, monster, betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
Now I wonder if we can talk her down.
Let's try.
No.
We can't talk it down.
Apparently that's an ending. Okay. There's 7 endings in the demo and many more ways to die. Yes, we've died lots of times.
Right, so we need a bit of string. Yeah, we do.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Let's try again. The voices in your head. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Such a good group of people. Let's see if I recognize any of these people. I know Anne Emma Thompson, but I don't know if it's this side.
Oliver Bullington Maguire is the name of heroes.
Lovely name.
I think I know Katie Bryan. Name definitely rings the bell. Sure, I talked to them on Twitter.
Alright, shall we start again? I think Betrayer is unique to the beast. I think so too. I'm gonna have to listen to Nicole's podcast, aren't I? I can add it to the file. Alright, shall we start again?
Let's do it.
We did silent stabbing and that did not go so well. So let's try again. And I'm gonna skip through a lot of the intro dialogue this time, okay?
You're
Yes,
here.
yes. So what are the other 2 endings we're trying to get are called
The Nightmare and the Spectre.
and Spectre. And there's one where you can have a staring contest. I'm like Nightmare or Spectre. Alright, I'm gonna try something. Nope!
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Doesn't matter. Don't want to do this. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
We've done this before. It gets very weird, Kiwi, as you're about to find out.
Yeah. I'm going to try silently, just not engaging. Trying to get away from this guy.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
That's right, I do.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Yes.
How-
Turn around again and
You're
leave.
really keen
again.
on wasting everyone's time, aren't
Yes.
you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
You're not emotionally blackmailing me into this. I kind of like this one. I like getting angry.
Maybe everyone should die.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
But I just have your word to take for it. Oh, it doesn't give us a choice.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
That's right, I do.
Damn right.
And now I'm at the cabin again.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Yeah, well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
That's an awful lot of ifs.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers
and now we're in
weren't
the
just
ending
a
of
trick
Bioshock.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on?
Oh, wake up, did you, buddy?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
I mean,
That's
to be
fair.
fair,
That's fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
As opposed to, like, you railroading me into certain death? I don't know, sounds pretty good. We are in an abusive relationship with the narrator, absolutely.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The end.
So either she gets out, or it really doesn't matter if she
You're
gets
on a
out.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path
Notice the
is
fence,
a cabin.
guys.
And in the basement of that cabin
So no,
is a
whatever ending
princess.
you need to get, it has to do with your first playthrough. Because the second playthrough is the consequences of it.
What does it reset into in a loop of 2?
I don't know.
You're here to slay her.
Saz, you are correct. He is in fact Angie.
Oh, it doesn't give me the option to back away. You weren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she?
I don't think we've had that before.
I don't think we have either. Let's ask.
Last I checked, there wasn't any last time. Just met you and I.
No.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
But he does.
Yeah, screw this guy. They might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
I think we've had the contrarian before.
Tory Johnny has logged
Tory
on.
Johnny has logged into the chat. He's wearing those horrible faded red trousers and Gucci loafers with no socks.
If by ruining my day you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
So he can hear the other voices.
Still, the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful.
Just because I died doesn't mean the world ended.
You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Tory Johnny is a very cursed concept, yes. I like the idea of lying to him to piss him off.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, definitely gonna say that.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Well, you're not doing a very good job of it.
I have one last warning.
Yes.
She
That
will
is
lie.
terrifying.
She will cheat. Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore them. They're just being difficult for the sake of it.
I refuse to take this seriously as well. There's just too many options. Alright, now what?
The interior of the cabin is odd, the air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah. I think we started capturing the different types of cabins as well.
This is at least the third.
Yeah.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Let's give it to her. Let's give her the knife.
I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Let's take the knife and go.
Take the blade.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are warped and shoddily constructed. The air seeping up from below is heavy,
Good spot.
Hey, honey, that's
oppressive,
your alarm.
with an odd stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Really?
He says that every time. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. He's used that line in multiple locations, huh?
Her voice carries up the stairs, its multi-tonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
Hello. Is someone there?
Yeah, she's about to look all kinds of wrong.
Yeah.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like. What is she?
The narrator was caught by surprise by
Yeah.
that. That's interesting.
I think we'd all like to know. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Yes, I think this is Lumpy Princess.
She locks eyes with you, one moving a little faster than the other. The loose skin of her face stretches into something resembling a smile. Good lord. Something in her neck bulges, roiling under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I had a friend.
Okay, so that's the ending of that one. So some of the princess endings are just autos.
Yeah.
UNs.
Princess Ditchling, yes.
Princess Ditchling. Very much so.
Excuse me, Your Majesty, you have something on your face.
Yes.
Celia, it's funny you should mention Junji Ito because I saw a robot today which is powered
Look,
by a snake.
This is me.
Oh god, it is.
See, look, a lot of the different faces. Alright, let's go. Let's do a playthrough where we're just going to try and free her. I know that we got the chibi ending before. Just I'm trying to think about other ways that we might...
You have something underneath your face.
We know that betrayal pisses her off.
And pisses her off across multiple run-throughs.
Right.
So if we go in and we're honest and kind and true,
Yeah, by the time we finish the first playthrough, it's locked in what's gonna happen. Some of the second act scenarios do have multiple ways to die. Yeah.
No talk, only stabbing.
Alright.
Yeah, this snake robot, it is essentially a transparent plastic drain pipe with capacitors along the inside of it to conduct the snake's nerve impulses, and 4 legs. It's like a gate.
You're here.
Yes, Johnny, I understand. Alright. Alright. Let's be very gung-ho about this.
Sweet, let's fucking kill her.
That's the spirit.
There we go.
You make your way up the short. A warning. She will laugh. We're not going to go through. Ignore him. He doesn't.
Okay, fine. That's the spirit. We're gonna kill. My first playthrough was me lawyering the
The
narrator.
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Windows.
The air is stale and musty,
This
and
is
the
a
floor
behavior.
and walls are painted in a fine layer
This
of
is a
dust.
convincing set.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. The blade is your implement. You take the blade from the
Okay, take the knife, head down. It's behaving. It's showing you what it is it wants you to see.
Slay the princess.
The door to the basement
princess.
creaks open, revealing a staircase
wrought
faintly
ancient wood.
illuminated
Yep,
by
if
an
the princess
unseen
really
light in the
leaves here,
room below.
Sliders.
Her voice.
Who's there?
You?
Yeah, or she's slightly more suspicious.
More
It's
assertive.
commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge down here.
Interesting.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, good spot, Saz.
Because by chapter 2 you've been there. Good spot. Should we just continue down? Or should we do the
Have we ever opened with hi?
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
That's different. Coldly is coldly beautiful. So me saying to the narrator, yeah, hell yeah, let's slay a monarch. All of a sudden she's commanding and cold.
As Rebecca was pointed out, voice of the hero is the sub. Confirmed.
Yes. But,
Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
yes, actually. Nuh-uh. Should we steal nerves and step forward and go for the stab?
We keep trying it. We haven't got it yet, so let's give it a shot. Or just be completely honest.
I like the whole. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to stab.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
We all are bloodthirsty.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I'm here to relieve you of your mortal imprisonment.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
But she's still chained up, my dude. Yeah, why can't I throw the knife, right?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
This is a difficult one, because I think we have 2 binary options here we've not done before. I don't remember doing drop the blade. I don't remember.
That's new. Yeah. Everybody wants us to slay the princess. Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. Look at this. Slay, slay. All right. We're gonna slay, but when we die, I'm gonna turn this boat around and. All right.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give
Ooh.
way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Please observe our arm. We are feathered and scaled and taloned. Oh dear. I wonder if our arm changes through the course of our choices in the full game. Oh, I really hope so. Alright, look. These are stressful times. We can have a little bloodthirstiness. Alright, we have slayed the princess.
Have we?
Yeah.
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder.
She's very zen for this.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words.
Yeah, she doesn't sound very slain.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes
Have her
herself
eyes just
to be
gone weird?
alive and well.
Or they've glazed.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant
is
look
new.
still plastered on her face.
This is new.
But is it over? Really over?
Leave the knife in there.
I'm not touching it. Oh, this is so sus.
Oh, fuck you.
So if we believe in it, of course it is. She's dead. I was just thinking this might be an excellent place to save the game. Alright. We'll go to Q.
Wait, do we have a save here? No, that's for us now. Cool.
Okay. There we go. We've saved. Yes. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's pancake time.
Okay. Save has been done. If we just go with conviction of, told me to slay her, I slay her. We're done, right? Let's see what happens. Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way
What?
back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Playthrough is all about conviction. Excellent description, Ozzy. All right, fine. Done the job. Went back upstairs.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because we just
Because
stabbed a
we
lady in
just
the
stabbed
chest.
a lady chained to a wall in the chest.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
And go where, precisely?
What?
All right, we leave.
Should we just...
You open the cabin
Yo.
door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom
Oh my.
isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of
I'm in
space.
space.
Bye! Simon! Simon, how very dare you! Huh. Okay.
Well, that's different.
What happened?
You notice how the little placements look a little bit like eyes?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here.
Oh,
This is
you
good. Everyone is happy.
motherfucker.
You'll be happy.
Oh, you
What did he
son
do to us?
of a biscuit. This was always the plan. We won. We're being World War Hulked. people being quarantined.
I know. Is the narrator the master from Doctor Who? Is exactly what I'm starting to think.
Doctor.
Kind of hoping I get a better ending for saving the world. I don't like. Oh, okay.
No. Either that's bullshit or no.
This is the playthrough of conviction. We should be angry that we've been betrayed.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
As far as I can throw you.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
No, we're teaming up with the hero now. Hey, this is an explore option, so this isn't our choice. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Oh my god. Yeah, I'd say top option there.
Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here, though you're probably not going to like it.
I love this. Okay. Can I stab the narrator? That would be great. No problem, Brandon. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much, buddy.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
But if I unstab the princess, she's gonna reach up and smack me. I just know it. Yeah, the hero's doing some heroing. I'm very impressed.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Why would I stab the hero? He doesn't have a body either.
He's right. It's the only way out.
Yeah, he does.
Ugh.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Yes, but the person telling me it's a wonderful place is super sus. Folks, a quick reminder about the content warnings on this game, okay?
Brace.
We are very much steering into self-harm territory, I think. So if this does not work for you, then it's okay if you need to step away for a little bit. Do what you need to do. The voice in your head uses its pronouns, right?
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
That is consistent with our previous playthroughs.
Don't you dare.
Oh, it's pissed you off, so now I'm definitely gonna do it. When using the blade,
kill us.
Kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct.
Hush, 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 hush.
Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Yes, I do live despite
Which Johnny?
Johnny
Yes.
the narrator voice.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Hero has the good point.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You're placing a lot of value on happiness. If we
die,
if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of this hell. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing, at least for a while longer. I'm gonna trust my gut and go with the hero on this one. See what happens. Yes, he does. Agreed, Ozzy. He just uses the word happiness as if he doesn't understand it.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Fair.
Thanks.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
I made
this place for you. Right?
Oh, we're gonna yeet backwards into hell and curse God.
He is, Kiwi. He's absolutely manipulative gaslighting. We
don't
even have
Wi-Fi,
Johnny! How can this be an eternity of bliss? I have no Amazon Prime!
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Why? Oh, she's totally gonna become a ghost.
She's gonna reanimate. Or
we're
heading for the Spectre ending.
Ass.
Ghost hours,
You
motherfucker.
pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
See, again, look at the
Feathers.
arms. Feathers.
Chitinous armor.
Chitinous plates. Talons.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Pissy. Yes! Okay.
Narrator having big
You're on a
annoyed GM
path
energy.
in the woods. And at the end of that
You
path
wouldn't like
is
me
a
when I'm
cabin.
angry.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her.
You trapped me here after I slew her last time.
I'm not gonna play along this time. But there's some more explore options. Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
Yeah.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Well done, Stitch. Well done.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep
Yeah,
it
good
that
job,
way.
Stitch.
That's fine. It wasn't very hard. to
Voice
get
of the
over last time.
cold.
We'll just do it again. Oh, is there another one of us in here? I've always been here. I've just gotten a little louder. And I'm ready for all of us to have a marvelous time.
So the ones we haven't gotten yet are Voice of the Spectre, which is what we're working on, I believe, right now, and The Nightmare. Are we picking up aspects of the princess?
Oh.
Maybe?
Mhm.
However,
However
whatever
she
voice we hear, i.e. whatever we encounter we cause through the first chapter, is definitely her starting aspect in the second chapter. And the last one, she was specifically described as being cold, but the only selection we had made up until that point, until we got to the cabin and she spoke, was that we said, hell yeah, let's go kill a monarch. So that was a reflection on, if anything in the world had changed as a result of that, it would have had to have been because of that selection with the narrator, not that selection
That's
with
really
the
smart.
princess.
I think they've had
So those are the two variables that we seem to be working with, are what mood is the narrator in, and what reflects what mood the princess
Stitch
starts.
just made a really smart point.
I think they're paired with the princess, but more like opposites, like the beast with an obsessed hunter.
Yeah.
No problem, Corvid. Enjoy the VOD when you get there.
Always a pleasure.
Okay. I wonder if she and the narrator are tied together involuntarily, and they're opposites, and that's what's going on here.
Just stay focused.
Don't tell me what to do. So we could try causing the weirdness to happen, but I don't think that would change anything.
I don't either.
I'm sure I'll never remember.
You trapped me here after I slew her last time. I've already done that.
No, this is a choice. We have to make a choice now. We didn't explore. I'm going to say, you trapped me here after I slew her last time. I'm not going to play along this time.
How unfortunate that the sole person capable of slaying the princess also seems to be somewhat insane. Oh well, so long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter what sort of mental state you're in.
That would have been a good idea. Stitch, well done. But that's okay. We're running out of time for tonight. So I think we'll see this one through to the end. And maybe last time, it's okay. Last time we'll pick it up from...
Nothing to apologize for.
We killed her, and we'll see what happens next.
Narrator having big bass in
I
player
have
vibes.
one last
Ableist.
word for you. She
Yes,
will...
yes,
You're
yes,
right. She won't be a problem. I'm not sure I'm a fan of my new roommate. I think there's a lot more to this situation than we've been told.
So the voice of the hero sticks with you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The situation couldn't be more...
Alright, into the cabin with us. Some person capable, right? Or maybe he's designed to be an
The
extra...
interior of
Ooh!
the cabin is cold. A soft odour of dirt permeating the air.
Cobwebs.
Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only item of furniture is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Okay.
New cabin just dropped.
New cabin just dropped.
Is that a coat of arms above the door?
No, it looks more like
A
a
white.
finial. Are we taking the knife or not?
If she's dead.
If she's the opposite of the voice, if she was cold last time and she's not going to be cold this time, kind of don't want to take the blade.
Let's not take the blade.
Let's not take the blade. It's okay, Sansa.
Before you have a chance
Oh,
to think about
Jesus
taking it,
fucking-
the top of a hand appears from underneath the floorboards.
Top of a hand appears. Oops.
It's a demo.
He's about to be haunted.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Oh, she looks cute and haunted.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Oh, wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
That's new.
Ghost wife, right? Serious ghost wife. Does anybody need screenshots? Go for it. The narrator's off guard. I'm very confused.
A ghost!
Oh, thank you. Zoinks!
Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, hey, cool. Incel Johnny's here.
Oh, God, is that what we're calling Voice of the Cold? Jinkies!
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I guess we've got some things to talk about, haven't we? Like how you murdered me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, sorry about that. She's got the scar as
Yep.
well. And she's still on a chain, though that
Yeah.
chain doesn't appear to be attached to the wall anymore. Okay, that was it. That was the Spectre ending. Okay, so there's just one left, which is Nightmare.
Yeah. There's also a good ending.
Good ending. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I need this full game. I need this full game immediately. I think this is where we're going to cut it off, though, because otherwise we will be playing intricate little backs and forths and details forever. But when it comes time to play the full game...
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I don't know what we're going to do. Good ending has the best artwork.
Yeah, the artwork on the achievement is great. It's just a happy smiley
It's
face.
a poster. Yeah, you're right, but I do need to see more. Yes, okay, everybody, definitely go and put this on your wish lists. Go and grab the demo. Have a fantastic time. If we should set aside some time next time to check it about if anybody does get the nightmare.
And how we go about doing it. Yeah.
Exactly. So we are going to take a little break. Please get up and stretch and get some water and all of that good stuff, and we will do some shenanigans so nobody has to go to bed on Spooky
mischievous,
Ghost Wife.
kind of cute, terrifying dead princess wife
Exactly.
murder victim. Yes.
Exactly. I got the good ending right away. I respect your ruthlessness. I can't believe there is a good ending. Amazing, right? I know. I have to go find it. I may have to play this game. But we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back, okay?